Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be talking about the new Hourglass products. The main one that we're going to be talking about in today's video is the new Hourglass Seamless, Seamless Finish Foundation Stick. It's called Vanish Seamless Finish Foundations, whatever. The shade I got in this foundation is actually golden tan. It is a little bit too dark for me and the undertone is wrong. It's more of like a orangey peachy undertone, and that's kind of not my undertone. So if it looks a little bit off, like my face doesn't match the rest of my body, it's because of that. I'm gonna read to you guys what the claims on this foundation are on Sephora.com because I do have my own personal opinions on it already, and I just want to tell you guys what it claims to do and what I feel like it actually does. So this foundation claims to be a long-wearing foundation stick with the coverage of a concealer, fluidity of a liquid, and weightlessness of a powder for invisible full coverage. Okay, I will start off by telling you guys that this foundation is super creamy and it's super easy to blend out. Do I feel like it's as fluid as a liquid? Yes, I do, because it's super creamy and it blends out beautifully. Like it's so easy to blend it out. Weightlessness of a powder for invisible full coverage, I do not think is true at all. It does not feel like a powder. Once you finish applying this to your face and you touch your face, it's like super tacky. It's so tacky that when you touch it, it actually comes off on your fingers and you can see the actual foundation like rubbing off. It also says it's a foundation and concealer in one. A Vanish foundation concentrated formula is infused with double the amount of pigment versus traditional foundation for instant full coverage in one application. Do I think that claim is true? No. So the first time that I tried this foundation, I used two like stripes or two little, you know what I mean. And I blended it out and it actually didn't give me full coverage at all. I would say it was more of like a light medium coverage, and then when I went in with two more stripes on each side, then I felt like it was more full coverage, but it still wasn't full coverage like Urban Decay All Nighter foundation with just one pump. I do feel that you do have to use quite a bit of product to get that full coverage look that everyone talks about. I definitely don't see the like one swipe for each section of your face giving you full coverage. That absolutely did not work for me. I don't know how that works for other people, but definitely didn't work for me, and I actually didn't like the coverage that it gave me when I first applied it. It also says the long wearing waterproof formula provides 12-hour coverage. I also do not think that claim is true. And the innovative formula adjusts to your body temperature to effortlessly blend into your skin. I do think that that claim is true, that it blends into your skin because of the warmth of your body, because it's so easy to blend out. I also do have the Hourglass brush that it came out with, like the foundations and the brush released almost pretty much at the same time, I think. And I actually don't like this for blending out the foundation because I feel like it emphasizes every single problem on your skin, every single texture bump, every single pimple, every single, like if you have peach fuzz, this brush is gonna be your worst nightmare. It definitely was for me. I feel like it just made the foundation cling onto every dry patch, and I'm not really a dry person, but around my textured skin it is a bit more dry than my normal skin. I don't think that this foundation is ideal for oily skin either. I think that throughout the day the foundation does get a bit more luminous and you'll just start looking like a greasy, oily mess. For dry skin and normal skin, I feel like this foundation is ideal, and I think those are the people who are claiming they love it the most. Another problem that I have with this foundation is that around dark spots, especially like I have a huge dark spot around my mouth area, it emphasized it so much that it started to look gray and just not pretty, not what you would want in a foundation. I feel like on specific areas of my face, the foundation actually does look really good. I feel like on my forehead, on my nose, and my cheek area, like this area, not where I have all my texture, it does look pretty normal, like a pretty average foundation, nothing like whoa spectacular. It definitely isn't my favorite foundation. It's actually one of my least favorite foundations that I've ever come across. And another thing that I really want to talk to you guys about is that you need to set this foundation, if not right away, then like ASAP. Like as soon as you finish blending out the foundation on your face, you need to set this. Because what I noticed when I was blending out this foundation is that when I got here and I started lifting up like my forehead lines and stuff like that, it started to settle so badly. Like it looked like the foundation was just like deep into my skin, and I've never seen a foundation do that on my face before. And I also noticed it on my smile lines. It does emphasize smile lines ridiculously. I hated the way that it started to settle in my smile lines and my forehead lines. It just, oh my god, it just looked terrible. Like just thinking about it, it gives me like little like, oh my god, that was so gross. I am super conflicted and I have so many mixed emotions about this foundation that I'm not even sure if I want to return it or I want to keep it and keep trying it out. But I've tried it 4 times already and I don't love it, nor do I really like it to the point where it's like, okay, I'll keep it. It's to the point where it's like, I don't even know if I want this in my collection. I don't even know if I can stand to put this on my face anymore. I feel like once you set it, it looks okay. It doesn't look fabulous or fantastic or seamless or flawless on your face. It looks average. It's not my favorite foundation. It doesn't do anything like whoa amazing out of this world, but it looks okay. As far as the brush goes, this is definitely going back to the store because I cannot stand this brush. For a brush being released for a foundation, you would think that this is like the ideal foundation brush for the foundation it goes with. It is not. The Beauty Blender does this foundation so much more justice. Even though it does take away a little bit of coverage, I think I'm okay with that than using this brush because I feel like it looks so ugly when you apply it with this foundation brush. I really don't like that brush. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just going straight back to the store. The foundation is what I'm really conflicted on. As of right now, I feel like it looks okay on my skin, but I feel like, again, in certain areas, it's just not working for me. Like my mouth area, it's not working for me. My texture is not working for me. I don't know. I do want to hear what you guys have to say about it. What are your opinions? If you have it, what are your thoughts? What are your actual thoughts? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Tell me, because I feel like I'm going crazy and I've been trying so hard to love this foundation. Like I don't want to be the only person that says they hate it when everyone else loves it. But to be honest with you guys, I don't see the wow factor and I really don't like this. Considering the price tag on this foundation and even thinking about how many ounces this holds, and it does only hold 0.25 ounces, so really only 1/4 of an ounce, which really isn't that much product. And if you think about all the product that you're gonna use on your face, like what if one day you have a huge pimple and like you have to put like extra product, you know? Like I feel like I'd run through this so fast, and not because I cake it on and because I put so much on. It's just because to get the coverage that you want, you kind of do have to use more than just a little bit. Those are pretty much my opinions so far. I'm sorry if this wasn't like what you guys were expecting. I just don't know how to feel about this foundation. I don't really like it that much, and I'm not gonna sit here and say, yeah, I like it, it's okay. I really don't like this foundation. Like I haven't had a foundation that I've tried thus far and say that I absolutely hate it, but I really don't like this foundation. I don't see what everyone else is seeing, and I don't think that it's because I'm applying it wrong. I've tried it 4 different times, 4 different ways, and I still don't seem to like this. So that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, even though my thoughts were kind of like all over the place. I hope you still tell me whether you like it or you don't like it, if you own it, or even if you don't, even if you're like thinking about picking it up or anything like that. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.